A new law signed by Governor Inslee designed to provide valuable resources to the loved ones of missing people. And a step forward for the future Tri-Cities Behavioral Health Recovery Center as a healthcare provider has been selected to operate the facility.
And we have a look at your morning conditions, your first alert weather forecast right now.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Riley, it started off pretty chilly yesterday, but then it got to be such a nice day.
We did, and we both got to enjoy the nice warm weather that made its way out yesterday.
Yeah.
It was just beautiful, and today even warmer. Let's take a live look outside. We're going to be looking at the Dust Devils Cam. That's at Giesa Stadium in Pasco. Well, the sun hasn't risen quite yet, but we're going to make our way out to see the sun pretty soon here. Impacting you today, we are definitely heating up today into a hot Wednesday before we cool down into the rest of our week. A wet, windy, and cool Friday into a cool next week. So let's take a look at our temperatures that are happening right now across our areas. Lower 50s into the mid to upper 40s for our areas right now. Still pretty cool. We'll make our way up pretty soon here. For our temps today, the sun will be making an appearance, 82 in Yakima. For the Tri-Cities, some clouds as well, 78 for the Tri-Cities. And in Walla Walla, we are seeing 76 degrees. I'll have more in my full forecast coming up, but it's a hot day today and it's going to be hotter tomorrow.
Governor Jay Inslee has signed the Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Persons and Lucian Act into law, which will provide critical resources for families struggling to find their lost loved ones. State lawmakers invited Cap KVUE's Emily Goodell to the Capitol in Olympia for that signing because of her diligent coverage of that case.
I've covered dozens of cases where people have gone missing or have been murdered, and not one of those families ever thought they would be getting that call. And in the minutes after, when they were scrambling and panicking, trying to figure out what to do, every one of those seconds was a second that their loved one was getting further and further away. A lack of information or communication from law enforcement or about the system they're supposed to navigate is also one of the biggest barriers for families on the Yakima Reservation, who have to struggle to figure out whether the city, county, state, federal, or tribal police have jurisdiction. It's an epidemic, with murder being the third leading cause of death for Native women, and with more than 40 Indigenous people missing in Yakima County alone.
Since many families are unaware of how to file a missing person report, this tool will educate them on what resources they can use.
Having access to that information eliminates barriers for families who find themselves in the unimaginable position of having a loved one go missing. And as someone who frequently is speaking to those family members who are desperately searching for answers, I'm glad that they will finally have a way to get them at least some of those answers. Reporting in Olympia, Emily Goodell, Cap KVUE Local News.
The Attorney General has until November to get a page up and running. It will be in several different languages, and he'll also be sending a hard copy version to law enforcement who can hand it out to people who come in to file a missing persons report. While state lawmakers say Emily Goodell's reporting was a big part of making this law come to fruition, Representative Gina Mossbrucker extended the invitation, asking Emily if she would like to stand next to Governor Inslee as he signed Lucian's bill into law. Emily has done numerous reports on MMIW cases and was the one reporter to consistently update the community on the search for Lucian Mungia. Mossbrucker says Emily's work, especially her investigation into the Yakima Police Department's response and establishing a trust with Lucian's family, helped keep the case at the front of the headlines.
I think just the relationship that they built with you, the trust that they built with you was just so, and it warmed my heart to think we have somebody here who's not just reporting this, they're living this with the family, the tragedy, and they're really trying to be there for whatever that little need is that's missed and unmet.
Emily has also been asked to return to Olympia later this summer to help craft the Missing Persons Toolkit, especially when it comes to informing the media. We will bring you an update on that story at a later date. And another big announcement coming from the state capitol. Governor Jay Inslee says he will not run for a fourth term. Inslee is only the second Washington governor to win a third term in a row, and he announced yesterday morning he's ready to pass the torch.
But I do think there's a season, to everything there's a season. And the season right now, I think, is having a first term, maybe more important than having a fourth term. And so I think some of that change is a good thing.
Inslee says he's ready to take the next year and a half and focus on homelessness and expanding behavioral health services. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and we have an update on the future Tri-Cities Behavioral Health Recovery Center. KapKV's Madeline Hagan tells us who will be in charge of providing services for those in need.
Benton County calling it an exciting and important move for the future of the Recovery Center. Last week, County Commissioners officially gave the award for the provider who will give services out of this building.
Comprehensive Healthcare, based out of Yakima with locations across the region, will be the provider for the Recovery Center. Comprehensive has multiple inpatient facilities and years of experience. They're already the crisis response team designated for Benton and Franklin counties. The county says Comprehensive will play a vital role in the design and renovation of the old KGH building and the inpatient care center.
The county is going to work with Comprehensive to make sure any renovations meet their needs so they can meet the needs of the county in a beneficial way. Also on the county side, we're going to be working on an RFP over the next couple of weeks. Hopefully we'll have that out by the end of May, and then we can get a design team in place.
The county says they hope to have a design finalized by August, with construction starting by the end of this year.
And in the recently passed state budget, $5 million was allocated for the long-term care facility that is separate than this building. Reporting in Kennewick for KapKV Local News, I'm Madeline Hagan.
The Franklin County Auditor says 3 county commissioners received unconstitutional payments. The payments had been approved after the 2016 election, allowing council members to convert excess health benefits to cash. The auditor says that money went to the salaries of 3 council members. According to the auditor, former commissioners Bob Koch and Rick Miller received around $20,000 to $21,000, and Commissioner Brad Peck received nearly $47,000. The auditor says this case is being handled as a loss and not fraud. As required under law, the review has been sent to the state auditor's office. While it's getting warmer outside, local waterways are still cold and potentially dangerous as the snow is melting and sending a surge of water downstream. The Umatilla County Sheriff's Office says a 46-year-old Milton Freewater man was hiking with a friend along the South Fork of the Walla Walla River in the Harris Park area when he tried to cross and got swept away. The man did not survive. The Franklin County Sheriff's Office is investigating a deadly crash that happened on North Glade Road just south of Klamath Saturday. According to the Sheriff's Office, it involved just one car. 25-year-old Adrian Flores was thrown from the vehicle and died at the scene. The other passengers and the driver survived. The 25-year-old driver has been arrested. He's suspected of speeding while driving under the influence. The crash is still under investigation. We'll return in just a moment, but Riley is here now to take another quick look at weather.
We are taking a look at the weather. The sun is starting to make its way out just a little bit. A warm Tuesday ahead, a hotter Wednesday. I'll get more on those conditions for your afternoon, and I'll have your extended forecast coming up.
And an outbreak of salmonella has been traced back to a popular brand of all-purpose flour. We have the details next on Good Morning Northwest.
100% ribeye beef in a burger. Yep, 100% ribeye beef in a burger. My Ribeye Steakhouse burgers, all the flavor of a juicy ribeye steak in a burger. Did I mention they're made with 100% ribeye beef?
Steps to a brighter future with Merit Resource Services.
When you are in need of substance abuse disorder treatment and your burdens are too much to bear alone, Merit will help. Our experienced and certified staff offers support recovery for all in need by providing access to quality assessment, education, integrated treatment services, and co-occurring services for substance abuse and behavioral health needs. Merit Resource Services, where we believe in recovery for all.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you, which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
From KapKView, Apple Valley Eats.
The next time your jaws are aching for a really great seafood dinner, where would you rather be?
I'd rather be at Sea Galley. Now, isn't that a good idea? At Sea Galley, we have lobster and clam chowder and shrimp. At Sea Galley, you don't need to wait for the weekend. We offer 3 cuts of slow-roasted, juicy prime rib 7 days a week. And don't forget, we offer our all-you-can-eat salad bar. Or the Shipwreck Lounge with local beers, wines, and a variety of signature drinks. And don't forget, we've got crab legs. Come on down to Sea Galley.
So come get your crab legs tonight.
We love our pets, but we don't always love their hair, which is why we made Bounce Pet Hair and Lint Guard. With 3 times the pet hair fighting ingredients, just 1 sheet helps remove pet hair from your clothes. Looking good starts in the dryer with Bounce Pet.
For muscle cramps and spasms, TheraWorks absorbs quickly for relief. So get back at it.
TheraWorks works.
For fast muscle relief, TheraWorks works. Try TheraWorks and get back at it.
My legendary mozzarella sticks are back, and they come with, wait for it, keep waiting, marinara sauce. You asked for it, you got it. You can thank me later. Get them as part of my mini munchies for just $3.50.
Portion of KapKView sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. You may want to check your pantries. The CDC has tracked a salmonella outbreak to a Gold Medal flour facility in Missouri. General Mills recalled 4 varieties of the flour last week when salmonella contamination was suspected. The recall includes 2 and 5 pound bags of bleached all-purpose flour and 5 and 10 pound bags of unbleached all-purpose flour with better if used by dates of March 27th and 28th of 2024. So far, at least 13 people in 12 states have been infected. Many of them reported eating raw dough or batter. 3 people have been hospitalized with no deaths reported. We live in sun country. In fact, Yakima has been called the Palm Springs of Washington. Well, with all that sunshine and as we approach summer, it's the perfect time to talk about skin protection. More than 97,000 new cases of melanoma are expected to be diagnosed this year, according to American Cancer Society estimates. Those with lighter colored hair and those with lighter skin complexion have an elevated risk for skin cancer. Tanning bed use, a history of sunburns, family history, and personal history also play a role in your risk. Keep an eye on your skin because early detection can help.
And see if there's anything that looks irregular. See if there's anything that catches your eye because it has multiple colors, because it has a border that's shaped in an irregular way, maybe something larger than your other growths.
According to the American Cancer Society, the average age for a melanoma diagnosis is 65, but it's also one of the most common cancers in young adults. The best protection? Stay out of the midday sun when possible, dress to protect your head, arms, and legs, and wear a strong sunscreen with at least a 30 SPF. Coming up, one of the pioneers of artificial intelligence has left his position at Google and is now warning the world of the potential dangers of AI. And Riley Fitzgerald returns with a look at your First Alert forecast.
Homeowners, Washington is moving to renewable power. Consider an investment in green energy. Rooftop solar with Solar Power Northwest, a true one-stop shop. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
It's spring, when weather can change fast. Just another reason to trust KapKView First Alert Weather.
To make sure changing weather doesn't ruin your plans, don't miss my forecast.
First Alert Weather from KapKView Local News, helping keep you and your families safe. Watch Thursday at 9 on ABC and KapKView, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health, providing compassionate, high-quality care for over 75 years.
this is going to be great. Taking the shawl off. Okay, I did it. Is he looking at my hairline?
My joint pain isn't too bad. Well, it wasn't this morning. I hope I can get through this.
Is plaque psoriasis or psoriatic arthritis making you rethink your everyday choices? Otezla is a pill, not a cream or injection, that can help people with plaque psoriasis achieve clearer skin. Otezla is also proven to reduce joint swelling, tenderness, and pain in psoriatic arthritis. And no routine blood tests required. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions can happen. Otezla may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Some people taking Otezla had depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur. Doctors have been prescribing Otezla for over 8 years.
I'm so glad I made it through the day.
Don't hesitate. Ask your doctor about Otezla today.
It's the Great Northwest RV Show this Wednesday through Sunday only at the Hapo Center. Save big with special show pricing on motorhomes, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and more. All of your favorite brands under one roof. Tiffin, Newmar, Rockwood, Grand Design, and more. Hundreds of new and used RVs to choose from. Get ready for spring adventures now. Don't miss the Great Northwest RV Show Wednesday through Sunday at the Hapo Center on Burton Boulevard.
Zendaya, J-Lo, Rihanna, and single Giselle's first Met Gala without Tom. Extra is all over the Oscars of fashion.
From the carpet to the party to the after parties.
And all the hot couples. Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Cap KView. Take flight over a museum of trains on Fly the Northwest tonight. Now, Cap KView First Alert Weather.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us. I love to see the difference in the sky cams in the first couple minutes of the show versus when the sun starts to peek up. We can actually see things on the camera. We love to see it. It's a warm Tuesday ahead of us. Let's get into our full weather forecast. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope you're having an amazing day today. We are heating up today into our tomorrow, our hot Wednesday that we've been looking forward to. Got a wet, windy, and cool Friday on the way, cooling down into the weekend and into our next week. If we take a look at our futurecast, we're seeing some cloud coverage in our areas, making our way with some scattered showers through this afternoon and into our evening. The clouds are going to start to make their way out of the area. There's going to be some rain that's going to go around us, but not quite through our regions. We are cooling down into our Wednesday morning. No cloud coverage here into our afternoon. That's when we start seeing some shower movement that's heading north and northwest through our areas. It's coming from California, which is unusual for our areas. It's going to make its way across into Wednesday evening and beyond into Thursday. There's also going to be some cloud coverage and some shower activity on our Thursday morning. For our highs today, the lower 80s throughout the Yakima area. In the Mid-Columbia, we are seeing upper 70s and lower 80s. And in the Blues, lower to mid 70s in our area. And for tonight, we are seeing some decreasing clouds, but we're staying in the lower to mid 50s. A nice night tonight, nothing that we can really complain about for this evening. For our wind outlook, we're seeing some low winds to start out our week, raising on Friday. And as we raise our winds, our temperatures are also going to be dropping on Friday. We've got a very interesting Friday ahead of us. Some rain, some wind, and the temperatures are definitely going to be dropping from where they are here. Above our averages for the start of our week, making our way below average for the rest of the week. If we take a look at our 7-day forecast, we're starting in our 80s, making our way into 70s for Thursday, and down into 65 for Friday. Into our weekend, we are staying in the 60s. Overnight lows are staying in the 50s for the start of the week and into the 40s for the end of it once we get to that Friday. For the Tri-Cities, 79 for Tuesday, into the upper 80s for Wednesday, upper 70s Thursday, into that rainy Friday, staying nice and a little bit of sun for the next week. And in Walla Walla, we're seeing 76, 85 for Wednesday, some thunder on Thursday into that rainy Friday. And we are seeing some variable temps. You know, it's spring to be expected for this time of year. We're going to get a little bit of everything this week. Hot day today, hotter day tomorrow, and we're cooling down into the rest of the week. Have a great Tuesday.
Thank you, Riley. The man dubbed the godfather of artificial intelligence has left his position at Google, and now he wants to warn the world about the dangers of the very product he was instrumental in creating. ABC's Lionel Moise reports.
This morning, as companies race to integrate artificial intelligence into our everyday lives, one man behind that technology has resigned from Google after more than a decade. Dr. Geoffrey Hinton, known as the godfather of artificial intelligence, says he stepped down so he can freely discuss the dangers of AI. He tells the New York Times he's worried about artificial intelligence taking jobs from people and also misinformation, with fake videos, photos, and text saying the average person will not be able to know what is true anymore. And he warns, it is hard to see how you can prevent the bad actors from using it for bad things. He joins a growing list of industry experts calling for regulation. Elon Musk tweeting just yesterday, even benign dependency on AI automation is dangerous to civilization if taken so far that we eventually forget how the machines work.
It is, I think, actually a bigger risk to society than cars or planes or medicine.
One recent breakthrough, a non-invasive AI system that can turn our thoughts into text, saying it could one day help people who've lost their ability to speak due to a stroke or paralysis. Researchers have also found AI can more efficiently and effectively identify cancer, and we've already seen how programs like ChatGPT can write speeches, answer complex questions, and even pass the bar exam. The CEO of the company behind ChatGPT says the advancements are exciting, but also terrifying.
Part of the exciting thing here is we get continually surprised by the creative power of all of society.
I think that word surprise, though, it's both exhilarating as well as terrifying to people.
Sure. I think people should be happy that we're a little bit scared of this.
Elon Musk and hundreds of tech experts released an open letter back in March calling for AI to be regulated. As for Dr. Hinton, Google commended his work and said it's committed to a responsible approach. The global workforce will be hit with massive disruptions over the next 5 years. That's according to a report from the World Economic Forum released Sunday. The WEF says a weakening economy and adoption of technologies are the cause for the coming disruptions. They say employers will create 69 million new jobs by 2027, but they'll also eliminate 83 million positions. That's about 2% of the current jobs. Researchers found that using artificial intelligence like ChatGPT will have a positive and a negative effect. Companies will need new workers to help implement and manage AI tools, but using AI will put many roles at risk as robots replace humans in some cases. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, everyone remembers the best teacher they ever had, and today is the day to remember and thank the teachers that have made significant impacts on our lives.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal, just $5.99, only at KFC.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Oh my gosh, Chris Bryant, Freddie Freeman, hustling in for the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu? Oh, 5 iconic flavors here for a limited time, like new peanut butter puppy chow.
Wow.
And s'mores is back.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow is right.
Hey guys.
Whoa. The new DQ Summer Blizzard menu. Hustle in before it's gone.
DQ. Happy tastes good.
This necklace is a new piece of my soul.
It is one of my love languages to gift.
I always knew I had a sister and she didn't. When we met, it was what I longed for my entire life.
Every occasion deserves love. Jared, love brilliantly.
Welcome to the Village Bistro. We're happy you're here. I wanted to share with you some of the things we have on our menu. One of my favorite things is our lemon ricotta pancakes, topped with blueberries and powdered sugar and butter, and oh my, they are so delicious. You gotta try our 4-cheese mac and cheese or burgers. Some say they're the best in town. We love to get to know each customer that comes in, and we want you to feel like family when you're with us.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
MeTV has added a bonus hour of MASH.
SOS and Mayday.
Each week in May, MeTV celebrates a different, memorable character.
MeTV for Yakima and the Tri-Cities. Broadcast channels 35.2 and 42.2 and on Spectrum Channel 182.
I remember when you get a whole meal for $5.
Yeah, it was last Tuesday.
Oh.
And every Tuesday at A&W, where single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. The good old days are here again. A complete meal for just $5. Tuesdays only at A&W.
This newscast sponsored by wagrant.org. That's wagrant.org.
Time right now is 5:26. Welcome back. Today is the perfect day to give an apple to your favorite teacher. The Tuesday of the first full week of May is National Teacher Appreciation Day, and for this year, that is today.
The First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt championed National Teacher Day back in 1953 as a way to honor teachers, educators with the National Education Association solidified that date with a vote. Meanwhile, the National Parent-Teacher Association established the entire first full week of May as National Teacher Appreciation Week. That gives you several days to say thank you to all teachers for their dedication to educating us all.
Oh, that's awesome. Riley, do you have a favorite teacher that comes to mind?
I certainly do. I would say, and I know that they're both probably watching this morning, my very favorite people in the whole wide world, my top two, are both teachers. And that would be my grandpa, who is an educator at the Richland School District, and my fiance, who is about to graduate with his master's in teaching.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Do you have any favorite teachers?
Well, I would say that my professor in college, she was one of mine. She was going through some health struggles, but she was handling it with grace, and she was just a big inspiration to me.
Fantastic. So many of those educators that continue to support us even as we go on throughout careers.
Deserve to be celebrated.
A big celebration, and happy to celebrate them.
Absolutely.
Let's get into our first alert weather forecast that's coming up. A beautiful day. It's looking a little hazy outside right now. It'll start to, the sun will pop up a little bit coming up.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, with lawmakers debating a solution on the debt limit, President Biden has invited congressional leaders to discuss a plan to tackle the issue. And as the Federal Reserve meets to discuss inflation, how will its next move affect your wallet? We'll take a look when we come back.
In today's Tech Bites, Amazon is debuting Fire TV channels for free. The feature is a new hub for a wide variety of ad-supported television with over 400 content partners, including NHL Hockey, PGA Golf, and ABC News. Apple has released its first rapid security patches for iPhones, iPads, and Macs. Apple recently introduced rapid security responses, allowing customers to update devices faster than a typical software usually takes. It's not clear what the security update fixes. Finally, an Xbox controller that's made for summer. The Sun-Kissed Vibes Special Edition controller is a collaboration between Microsoft's Xbox and nail polish brand OPI. And in case you're wondering, it doesn't have any special features that you won't find on a standard controller. But gaming consoles and nail polish, maybe these partnerships are getting out of hand? Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
I used to pre-rinse dishes because my old detergent didn't actually get them clean. But new Cascade Platinum Plus has me doing dishes differently.
Scrub, soak, nope. I just scrape, load, and I'm done.
Only Platinum Plus is bigger.
with double the Dawn grease fighting power and double the scrubbing power. So you can load this and get this.
I'm not the type to break the dish rules. Or am I?
Scrape, load, done. New Cascade Platinum Plus. Dare to dish differently.
Introducing Astapro Allergy. Steroid-free allergy relief that starts working in 30 minutes, while other allergy sprays take hours. Now with Astapro Fast Allergy Relief, you can Astapro and go.
I'm not slowing down anytime soon. That's why I take Osteo Biflex every day. It's clinically shown to improve joint comfort in 7 days and continues to improve over time. Kinda like us.
Osteo Biflex. Find our coupon in Sunday's paper.
President Biden invites congressional leaders to discuss a plan as the nation awaits a solution on the debt limit. And a meeting of the Federal Reserve is set for this week, and how it decides to tackle inflation could affect your finances. We'll tell you how next.
And we have a look at your morning conditions, your first alert weather forecast right now.
From
And I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And Riley, we have a warming trend on the way this week.
We do, just for the start of the week into our midweek, and then we're going to cool down a little bit. Let's get into our first alert weather forecast. We take a live look outside. We're going to be in Pasco today at the Giza Stadium Skycam. Beautiful day out. It's looking a little hazy, but the sun is going to make its way out pretty soon here. If we get into this one, we are heating up today into a hot Wednesday before we cool down into the rest of our week, a wet, windy, and cool Friday into a cool rest of the week. We take a look at our temperatures right now. We are sitting around the lower 50s for our areas, mid 40s to upper 40s for most of it. Still pretty cool outside, but the sun will be making its way out pretty soon here. Starting our day in Yakima, 58 up to 82, a big increase throughout our day, and the sun is definitely going to be out today. 78 for the Tri-Cities, and Walla Walla 76 degrees. We're heating up today. We're heating up tomorrow as well. I'll get into that in my full forecast. That's coming up.
The U.S. debt ceiling drama may no longer be stuck on the floor. The top 4 congressional leaders, including House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, have been invited to discuss the matter next week at the White House. John Lawrence reports.
The U.S. debt ceiling deadline might be less than a month away.
The pressure is mounting and intensifying, and it should.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen issued a statement Monday telling lawmakers the nation could default on its debt as soon as June 1st.
We pay our bills, and we should do so without reckless hostage-taking from some of the mega Republicans in Congress.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy have been invited to the White House on May 9th to talk about the crisis.
We've got to do it. $31 trillion and counting is too tenuous for the American people to absorb any longer.
According to a White House official, Biden will stress a debt ceiling raise must come without any spending cuts. McCarthy's Limit, Save, and Grow Act of 2023, which passed through the House last week, calls for boosting the debt ceiling, but it trims the budget.
This is not the way to do things, to hold the entire economy hostage to your political agenda.
Democratic Senator Joe Manchin released a statement saying that he hopes the White House invite is sincere and that President Biden will, quote, show true leadership and finally put politics aside and the well-being of our nation first. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Biden and McCarthy have not met since February. While many Republican senators have been calling on Biden to have talks with McCarthy on the matter, the White House says it will only discuss a clean proposal. Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae-backed mortgages are about to get cheaper for some people, but more expensive for others. Changes the Federal Housing Finance Agency made to mortgage fees take effect this month. With the changes, borrowers with lower credit scores will see less of a penalty. If your credit score is higher, you will see more price tiers and, in some cases, increased fees. Home buyers with lower credit scores will still pay more to obtain a Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac-backed mortgage than those with higher credit scores. Fannie and Freddie guarantee roughly half of the country's mortgages. This is a critical week for the U.S. economy as both Wall Street and Americans look to the Federal Reserve for some clarity. The Fed has the option to pause or issue its 10th consecutive interest rate hike aimed at lowering inflation. So what does it mean for your finances? Cole Higgins has a closer look.
Weighing another potential interest rate hike amid mixed inflation data and growing banking turmoil as another bank fails. The Federal Reserve is meeting this week to decide next steps to tame stubborn inflation.
They need to get that down to their target, which is 2%. And the way to do that is to raise rates.
So what does the Fed's decision this Wednesday mean for your wallet? Some analysts expect the central bank to raise rates a 10th consecutive time, this time by a quarter point. If that happens, expect higher borrowing costs from car loans to mortgages.
If you got a personal loan, you're going to see your rate go up. A home equity line of credit, you'll see your rate go up. And of course, if you need to borrow money for anything like a new car.
Meanwhile, there's also the possibility that the Fed could pause its aggressive action to cool down the overheated economy. Experts say if that's the route the Fed takes, it could be a good opportunity for consumers who have been sidelined by rising interest rates.
This is definitely going to be treated by a lot of would-be home buyers as a sign that maybe now is the time to start that home hunt again.
No matter what Fed Chairman Jerome Powell announces this week, the decision will give us a clear indication about the Fed's plans for the rest of the year. So if you're planning to make major purchases in 2023, like buying a car or a home, this week's announcement could give you guidance about what you can expect in terms of borrowing costs.
Rising prices aren't the only concern facing the economy. Fed facing questions about credit conditions following last month's banking turmoil. And the latest drama with First Republic Bank revived those fears, and tightening credit standards could make loans harder to get and help push the economy into a recession. Riley Fitzgerald is here now with a look at your forecast.
Well, it's going to be warming up today and into tomorrow. Beautiful day outside. The sun is going to be making its way out. We're tracking the next few hours. More details about what to expect coming up in your First Alert weather forecast.
And the Writers Guild of America has made good on its promise to strike. We've got a look at its potential impact on Hollywood and beyond when we come back.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Keep a flock healthy and happy with the largest selection of Purina around, plus all the equipment you need to keep the farm running right. And we have the best customer service, we really do. Northwest Farm Supply in Hermiston, Prosser, and Othello.
STCU and Cap KVU continue to honor volunteers by sharing stories and awarding their charities $1,000 each. If you know someone in Benton and Franklin counties who is making a difference and taking that extra step to make our communities better, please tell us about them today. Woo! Click on Volunteers Count on the Contest tab at yaktrynews.com for the STCU Volunteers Count nomination form. Volunteers Count from STCU and Cap KVU Local News.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, stunning smiles for the whole family.
At the Blue Mountain Station Cooperative in Dayton, Washington, we offer you the Pacific Northwest's finest local products, fresh baked goods, locally grown produce, artisan cheese, fresh roasted coffee, wine, honey, and so much more. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
Whether you're looking for your next houseplant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
Steps to a brighter future with Merit Resource Services.
When you are in need of substance abuse disorder treatment and your burdens are too much to bear alone, Merit will help. Our experienced and certified staff offers support recovery for all in need by providing access to quality assessment, education, integrated treatment services, and co-occurring services for substance abuse and behavioral health needs. Merit Resource Services, where we believe in recovery for all.
Angie's List is now Angie, and it's easier than ever to get your projects done right. With Angie, you can connect with top pros and see ratings and reviews. And when you book and pay through Angie, you're covered by our happiness guarantee. Check out Angie.com today. Angie, and done.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible?
With Arrow Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Arrow Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
With friends, there are no secrets.
Chandler entered a Vanilla Ice look-alike contest and won. Ross came in fourth and cried.
The best way to end your day. Friends, tonight at 11:05 on Cap KVU.
Breakfast sounds better together, doesn't it? Make it even more special with the hazelnut and cocoa taste of Nutella. Nutella, wake up to wow.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
The deadline has passed in Hollywood. Writers are now walking off the job, demanding better pay and benefits as their industry faces unprecedented change. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has more.
Overnight, more than 11,000 film and TV writers went on strike after the Writers Guild of America and a group representing TV networks and studios failed to agree on a contract. The first to feel the effects of the strike, late-night comedy shows like Jimmy Kimmel Live.
They cannot produce new episodes without writers. It may be a long time before viewers really feel the impact of a strike because all the major players have such vast libraries of shows.
The two sides are at odds over writers' pay for shows on streaming services, among other things. The writers say streaming's lack of a regular seasonal calendar has hurt their pay.
Network series typically were 22 episodes or even more. Streaming series are 10, 8, sometimes even 6 or even 4 episodes.
The last writer's strike back in 2007 lasted 100 days, costing California's economy an estimated $2 billion. Experts say that strike boosted reality television, giving a rise to unscripted shows like Big Brother and The Apprentice.
Maria, you're fired.
But the impact of this new strike will go far beyond Hollywood and New York. Take Georgia, for instance, where movie and TV productions pumped more than $4 billion into the local economy last year.
Georgia is a leader in the world. We're top 3 typically production city. We're going to feel it more than most other markets and feel it, just as much as New York or LA would.
The group representing TV networks and studios says it's committed to reaching a fair agreement. Aerosmith is ready to walk this way right off the stage and into retirement. After 50 years, the band has announced the Peace Out Farewell Tour. It will feature special guests, the Black Crowes. Aerosmith says drummer Joey Kramer will not be joining them so he can focus on his family and health. The 40-date North America tour will kick off in Philadelphia on September 2nd. It will include a special New Year's Eve show in their hometown of Boston. Tickets go on sale Friday morning. Now to one of the biggest nights of the year for A-listers. The Met Gala played out in New York City with this year's theme, a tribute to the late designer Karl Lagerfeld. Nicole Kidman reached way back into her closet for her Lagerfeld designer Chanel gown from 2004. And that's just the start. ABC's Will Gantz has more.
At fashion's biggest night, the cat is out of the bag.
Mr. Leto!
This year's theme, an homage to the late Karl Lagerfeld, known for his signature black and white designs. Janelle Monáe in head-to-toe black and white. Kristen Stewart, Vanessa Hudgens, and Jenna Ortega sticking to that color scheme too. Gisele Bündchen in all white for her first time back to the Met Gala as a single lady. And our own Rhiannon Alley, gorgeous in all black. Lagerfeld, also known for his pearls. Serena Williams sporting her own on the carpet. Lizzo, too. And Kim Kardashian wearing 50,000 freshwater pearls. Her dress took its makers 1,000 hours to complete. But this year's most show-stopping moments inspired by Karl Lagerfeld's beloved cat, Chopette. Chloe Fineman carrying a cat clutch. Doja Cat transforming her own face to look like her namesake animal. And Lil Nas X, fully feline, a bedazzled cat to the tip of his whiskers. And Jared Leto dressed up as Chopette herself. The cat, however, officially declining her invites to the Met Gala on Instagram Monday, writing in part that she preferred to stay peacefully and cozy at home. We pay tribute to my daddy every day since his parting, and we are very moved to see one more day dedicated to him. Will Gans, ABC News, New York.
Coming up, a dust storm in the Midwest leads to a deadly pileup on the interstate. And we'll return with a look at your First Alert weather forecast. That's next.
Live with Kelly and Mark today at 9 on Cap KView.
Make an experience this weekend to Vapiano. Relax in the country, experience the wine, and share in the joy. Vapiano awaits you and your friends. Make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estate and Winery. Slow down, enjoy the journey.
What is a leader? Someone who has backbone, resilience, determination to put a stake in the ground and get their hands a little dirty. Arrow Construction Supply has been the Northwest's leading provider of asphalt, concrete, and erosion control industries. From homeowner do-it-yourself to large commercial projects, we have everything for sale or rent to get the job done. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply, leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest air quality specialist. We offer filtration products for all your commercial, industrial, and manufacturing needs. From cooling towers to industrial dust collection systems, commercial buildings, schools, hospitals, or manufacturing facilities, we have you covered. Call today and schedule your free facility site evaluation. We'll send a certified air filter specialist to your site to evaluate your filter requirements. Call or click today. Pure Filtration Products.
Just 3 words tell you everything you need to know. They tell you why we employ more than 2,000 workers at our factory in Virginia Beach, and why over 10,000 local steel dealers are putting battery power in the hands of Americans. Not everyone can say that, but we can. Made in America. Real steel. Find yours.
There's a serial killer who's got Angie. We are less than 42 hours.
On the shocking season finale.
Will, they found another body.
Angie?
We don't know. Female, Caucasian.
Will Trent, the season finale, tonight on ABC.
Take advantage of all the tax credits you can, including the new Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You could get up to $1,200 back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
The Silver Jubilee 25th Anniversary Celebration continues at Legends Casino Hotel in May, with over $225,000 in cash and prizes being given away. We've got 1 Mercedes left, so use your player's card to earn entries for cash drawings on Thursdays and a Mercedes GLE on May 25th. Play your favorite slots for a chance at one of 25 cash prizes, totaling over $200,000 on May 31st. It's an anniversary celebration like no other, only at Legends Casino Hotel, within winning distance.
Join us at Geesis Stadium on May 17th for the 2nd annual Salute to Seniors. At 12:30, enjoy an all-you-can-eat and drink buffet before catching the Dust Devils action at 1:30. Don't miss out on this fun-filled day celebrating our beloved seniors.
Now, Cap KView First Alert weather.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for joining us. We've got a warm Tuesday ahead of us once the sun starts peeking out from behind the clouds. Let's get into our full weather forecast. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope you're having an amazing day today. We are heating up today into our tomorrow, our hot Wednesday that we've been looking forward to. Got a wet, windy, and cool Friday on the way, cooling down into the weekend and into our next week. If we take a look at our futurecast, we're seeing some cloud coverage in our areas, making our way with some scattered showers through this afternoon and into our evening. The clouds are going to start to make their way out of the area. There's going to be some rain that's going to go around us, but not quite through our regions. We are cooling down into our Wednesday morning. No cloud coverage here into our afternoon. That's when we start seeing some shower movement that's heading north and northwest through our areas. It's coming from California, which is unusual for our areas. It's going to make its way across into Wednesday evening and beyond into Thursday. There's also going to be some cloud coverage and some shower activity on our Thursday morning. For our highs today, the lower 80s throughout the Yakima area. In the Mid-Columbia, we are seeing upper 70s and lower 80s, and in the Blues, lower to mid 70s in our area. And for tonight, we are seeing some decreasing clouds, but we're staying in the lower to mid 50s. A nice night tonight, nothing that we can really complain about for this evening. For our wind outlook, we're seeing some low winds to start out our week, raising on Friday. And as we raise our winds, our temperatures are also going to be dropping on Friday. We've got a very interesting Friday ahead of us, some rain, some wind, and the temperatures are definitely going to be dropping from where they are here. Above our averages for the start of our week, making our way below average for the rest of the week. If we take a look at our 7-day forecast, we're starting in our 80s, making our way into 70s for Thursday and down into 65 for Friday. Into our weekend, we are staying in the 60s. Overnight lows are staying in the 50s for the start of the week and into the 40s for the end of it once we get to that Friday. For the Tri-Cities, 79 for Tuesday, into the upper 80s for Wednesday, upper 70s Thursday, into that rainy Friday, staying nice and a little bit of sun for the next week. And in Walla Walla, we're seeing 76, 85 for Wednesday, some thunder on Thursday, into that rainy Friday. And we are seeing some variable temps. You know, it's spring to be expected for this time of year. We're going to get a little bit of everything this week. Hot day today, hotter day tomorrow, and we're cooling down into the rest of the week. Have a great Tuesday.
Thank you, Riley. A dust storm in the Midwest blinding drivers, the chaos leading to a deadly highway pileup. The first of 6 victims was identified overnight, an 88-year-old woman. ABC's Andrea Fujii has the details.
It felt like a war zone.
This morning, witnesses are describing the chaotic scene along this interstate in Illinois, where a dust storm is blamed for a multiple vehicle pileup, resulting in at least 6 deaths and dozens of injuries.
Oh man, there's so many wrecked cars over here.
The pileup involving more than 70 cars, trucks, and tractor trailers.
We started to hear the booms from the gasoline tanks, and it was one right after the other.
One driver says she was driving toward the pileup when a motorcyclist warned her to stop after seeing the carnage ahead.
His motorcycle was covered with the dust. He was covered with the dust, and he said he had had to bust out a couple of windows in a lady's car to pull her out.
Cars and trucks were piled up on both the north and southbound lanes of Interstate 55, south of Springfield. The rare dust storm sweeping through central Illinois, leading to 0 visibility conditions. The National Weather Service says newly plowed farm fields contributed to all that dust.
Nothing in my 24-year career that I can recall having something as severe as this.
Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
More than 36 people were injured, ranging from 2 to 80 years old. When we come back, a California man with Down syndrome has become a viral sensation after showing off his range on the basketball court and shining a spotlight on the man who helped him find a shot.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal, just $5.99, only at KFC.
Next, E.T.
Yes, SJP for the win!
We're at fashion's biggest night.
It's the Met Gala.
E.T.'s in the middle of all the Met Mania. Next, E.T.
Tonight at 7 on Cap KVO.
At Bruce Heating & Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating & Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating & Air.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book, arriving exclusively in members' mailboxes this week. Our 16-page book has store-wide savings in every department. From lawn and garden essentials to patio needs, Bi-Mart has you covered for less. Plus, save on pantry essentials, pet supplies, and more. Save now with our latest savings book at Bi-Mart, your employee-owned membership store.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's the Educated Cigar. 415 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's the Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's the Educated Cigar in Richland.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
Try Tide Power Pods with 85% more Tide in every pod.
Who needs that much more Tide?
Everyone's gonna need more Tide.
It's a mess out there. That's why there's 85% more Tide in every Power Pod.
See?
I remember when you get a whole meal for $5.
Yeah, it was last Tuesday.
Oh.
And every Tuesday at A&W, where single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. The good old days are here again. A complete meal for just $5. Tuesdays only at A&W.
Like compound interest, our experience grows on a daily basis.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's take a look close to home. Lower 80s for the Ellensburg areas, getting some more wind than our other areas. Yakima is heating up, lower 80s across the valley. Beautiful conditions, some sunny and some cloudy for our areas. The Mid-Columbia seeing the upper 70s today and the lower 80s. And in the Blues, we are seeing the lower to mid 70s. Heating up today. Those temps are on the rise from yesterday and going to keep raising into tomorrow. That is your close to home forecast.
A California man with Down syndrome has become a viral sensation for his basketball skills. Tyler Quijano took on the sport as a way to cope with the COVID-19 pandemic. And now his ability to shoot three-pointers is shining a light on the man who helped him perfect his skills. Michelle Geely brings us the story.
That's all you do.
For Tyler Quijano and Eli Goldstein, the basketball court is where the magic happens.
Bingo. There you go, bud. Good shot.
The 30-year-old Orange County man with Down syndrome is nonverbal. During the pandemic, Tyler's parents began witnessing outbursts, so Eli was hired full-time. First as a caregiver, but soon he became Tyler's fitness coach, basketball buddy, an enthusiastic cheerleader.
Incredible, dude. When we started playing more ball, he's gotten so much better, right, bud? You're chasing the rebounds, you're sprinting all over the court. So much more agile than he used to be. He's down 45 pounds.
Shooting hoops was always a passion for Tyler, and when he throws the ball, you can't help but notice his upper body strength.
Bingo. Yeah, let me see. Big shot, big shot, big shot.
But it's Eli who is certified as an adaptive special needs trainer who helped this young man take it to the next level.
You got it, my man. You got it. You got it.
Eli Goldstein first posted videos of Tyler shooting three-pointers last Halloween. It got 3 million views.
On Instagram, this duo is known as Strong and Able. They've got 26,000 followers, and some of the TikTok videos with Tyler sinking three-pointer after three-pointer